What's happening? That's black people speak for hello. So I'm fat. Where the fat people at? Fat people make some noise. There should be more of y'all clapping than that. I'm sorry. See, here's the thing. Here's the reason why nobody wants to be fat. It's because people get personal with you when you are fat, right? I was at a restaurant recently and I was eating. Of course, it was a buffet because I love buffets, okay? So I'm at the buffet and I'm doing my thing and this lady looks at me and goes, ooh, you're all disgusting and fat and sweaty. You don't need all that food on your plate. Ooh, it smells like bacon. Oh my God, you nasty. And I'm like, Mom, I really don't need this from you. I love going to buffets, obviously. And I like to go to a buffet and watch a fat person at the buffet, because sometimes fat people act like they're guilty just because you're at the buffet. I mean, you paid, I paid. I'm going to eat all I can. That's the deal. Baby, I'm taking meetings in here with these new chicken wings y'all just brought out. You crazy. Ain't been under that heat lamp no time. I'm finna eat all this, all I can fit in me for the price that I paid at the door. You understand that? So I like watching other fat people who, like, you know, they get real emotional and be scared to eat. You know, like, you know, first thing is they got salad on their plate. Stop playing. You didn't get that size from eating salad. You look at the real food, sweating and breathing hard. I want some cake. But everybody looking at me. Not me. I go into a buffet and kick the door open like I'm the police. Bow! I have a warrant for these biscuits. And I'm all happy. I'm skipping and singing. I'm singing a ballad because I'm about to make sweet love to these people buffet. Buffet, baby, buffet. I hate it when I go to buffets. They got them little bitty plates. Not that I give a damn about you seeing me make 17 trips to the buffet, because I really don't care. It's just that I didn't come here to walk. I came in here to eat. I need a plate the size of a satellite dish with chicken wings and sauce in the bottom of it. I want to eat chicken wings till I doze off and go to sleep, then wake up like, oh my goodness, chicken wings. So who's that? I'm married. Anybody, who's that about to get married? Who's about to get married? Yeah? Where's your dude now? I didn't think the question was that hard. Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you, you're very fortunate because I'm gonna tell some secret man stuff, ladies. Pay close attention. I'm gonna tell you why men don't really like marriage. Because it ain't right. That's the main reason why. And I'm gonna explain. Like, look, when you decide you want to get married, the first thing you gotta do is you gotta buy her a ring. This ring is supposed to cost 2 to 3 months of your salary. I ain't giving nobody $650 of my dollars. You out your mind. Then you gotta buy a dress. And what do you get? A rental suit. With 75 other pair of man parts already done been in it already before yours. She was like, but you make us wear that because you want to be married, you know. Then the wedding start and she's never going to be on time. And nobody notices that you have got there. They just waiting like you are, like, where's she at? And you look like, where is this bitch? Damn. That's tantalizing. So here they play the music and everybody stands up. When you came in, they didn't even notice you.
All right, so right off the bat, let me tell you, I am from Trinidad and Tobago. Like, you know where it is. When we first came here, we weren't really poor or anything when we came to America, so I remember asking my mom, you know, like, Mommy, why are we going to America? And she was very stern with me. She was like, because I want a better life for my children. So we left a tropical Caribbean paradise and moved to a New Jersey ghetto. I was like, yeah, good one, Mom. This is much better. All that sunshine and good weather was getting on my nerves. Only reason I'm talking about Trinidad is because like my friend keeps like telling me, it's like, hey man, you never talk about Trinidad in your stand-up. You should be like a Trinidad comic, you know. You should like, that should be your angle. You should only tell Trinidad jokes. Can't be a Trinidad comic only telling Trinidad jokes in America. Like nobody be able to relate to me, you know what I mean? Like I'll be like, how you doing this evening? How you doing this evening? So don't you just hate rotten mangoes? Is it just me? This thing on? Yeah, Trinidad. My uncles before, when we were coming to America, my uncles and them used to like tell all these tall tales about America. They used to be like, oh, wait till you go to America. Eh? America is so free. Yeah, in America you could eat wherever you want, you could sleep wherever you want. Sometimes you even find money in the streets. But then they forgot to tell us that those Americans are called homeless. People don't know anything about Trinidad. They just think I'm African. Like black people all the time will be like, they'll come up and be like, say brother, you African? I guess I must look original black or something like. Like when they first started making black people, like I have that first batch look. No, and I had a blind date one time. I had a blind date, and I show up on a blind date, and this sister looks at me and she's like, "Damn, you look like you fresh off the boat, African." Like what the hell is that supposed to mean? Like. Hey, I wish I'd known she was gonna be like that ahead of time, man. I would have showed up on that date with a loincloth and a spear like this. Bokuta sakatala kodo konmana. Now you will be my wife.
Humdada, humdodo.
Now I can tell I look African, you know why? You know why? Because African people are always way too happy to see me, man, when I walk down the street, you know? They always do a double take. They're always like, How you doing, my brother? What is your name? And before I could tell them, hey, wait a minute, I wasn't born in Africa, like they start speaking in their native dialect, you know? They're always like, hey, bokatuko sumokoto kela karo kumoya. But then they always do that thing that people do. Like when people speak another language, they always throw in a few words in English, and then it confuses you know what I mean? They're always like, hey, bokatuso kolo tolo white people. Bokatuso kolo. Bora kolo kolo payback kolo kolo. 10 o'clock.
Humdada, humdodo.
I have a lot of like artistic, like artist friends, and got a lot of gay friends. And I'm saying this because my friend wants to know, how is it that?
Oh man. So, I believe homeless people should earn their change. Personally, that's how I look at it. Why should I work for stuff and you don't have to? You know what I mean? Like the other day I went to the store. Homeless guy saw me, came up to me, and he was just like, excuse me, sir. I was wondering if I could spare just a little bit of change. I was like, no, I know I can't. I don't have any. Next thing that he said to me was, okay, hold up, young blood. Just hold up. Just wait a second. Just wait a second. You know how when homeless people, they always shake when they say shit? Wait a second, young blood. Just give me a second. I promise you. How about this? If I make you laugh a little bit, maybe then you'll give me a little change, young blood. I was like, you know what? I'm a comedian. So you make me laugh, I'll give you some change. This is exactly what he said to me. Okay. Knock, knock. I was like, dude, really? Knock, knock? Right? I was like, okay, fine. Who's there? He was like, how you gonna knock if I don't have a home? I was like, give this man a black card. Like, this man's balling. If he's using that joke every day, he's balling by now, you know? Like, what are you doing? Like, and I feel like homeless people should be appreciative of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went to Subway. I ordered a 12-inch sub. I walk outside. I see a homeless man. I try to give it to him. He's going to pass it back to me because it's not toasted. Really? So you have a decision to make now. You can make choices. You ever seen a homeless person with the same outfit that you have on that day? You have any idea how bad you feel when it just looks like stuff is not going to go well? Man, you guys. LA is tough. That's where I stay. I stay out in LA. And people in LA, they use living in LA as an excuse to get out of things. You ever hear that kind of thing? Like, you ever meet that kind of person? Like, prime example, I went to the grocery store. I saw this girl across the room, and I saw this guy across the room. I go to approach the girl to get her number. The guy beats me to the punch, okay? So I'm standing there to see what kind of game the guy has, see if he's gonna get the girl's number, right? And so this is exactly what he said to her. You know what I'm saying? I saw you from across Trader Joe's, you know what I'm saying? And you looking real good right now. I was just wondering if I can, get your number. This is what she said to him. I really don't think that's okay because I'm so totally engaged. I was like, yes, he's not gonna get it. But here's what happened. Here's exactly what he said next to her. Well, shit, oh man, you engaged, but are you LA engaged? Her next response was, 323-646-575. I was like, what? Is that all it takes nowadays to get out of something? You know what I'm saying? That's messed up. The only way that works in life, to me, in losing LA to get out of something, the only way that works is if you call me and you're just like, bro, where you at? And I'm just like, I'm stuck in traffic. And next thing you say is, hey, well, you stuck in traffic or you stuck in LA traffic? Because then I have a right to say, well, you got me, bro. I'm still at the house, man. I ain't even started the car. Hey, you got me on the LA. Like, come on, man. Like, get your stuff together. Like, I'm scared. You know what else is funny? To me is I'm scared to have kids. But I have a good reason to. Because I know that I'm not going to be the one to give kids good advice. Okay? Because of the advice that my parents gave me. All right? My dad always dropped the ball when it came to advice. My mom asked my dad to teach me about sex. Worst decision ever. This man came in the house, in my room, with a hot dog and a bagel in his hand. The thing is, I wish I could make this kind of stuff up. Like, I don't know how to have sex, you guys. Like, this is exactly what he did when he came in my room. He was like this. Hey, wake up. I was like, what is it? Hey, take a look at this. Hey, you doing this?
Oh man, it's good being here in California. You guys always have good weather. Right. Even inside on the walls, you got good weather. This is amazing. I'm from Chicago, man, born and raised. All right. Come from a big family, man, big family. My mother had 19 brothers and sisters. Yeah, as my grandmother would say every 9 months. Woo, not again. I think my grandparents thought pregnancy was birth control. All right, long as she's pregnant, she can't get pregnant. I am okay, baby. That is shut down for 9 months. Family was big, man. My family was so big, when I was in the 4th grade, I had an uncle that was in the 2nd grade. And he would come in my classroom and try and discipline me. He'd be like, did you do your homework? I'd be like, did you pee in the bed again, uncle? Better get out of here and learn your timetables. Leave me alone. But growing up, man, I didn't want to be a comedian, man. There was a bunch of other cool jobs I wanted to do, but some of them I knew I wouldn't be that good at, man. Like at one point in my life, I wanted to be a professional surfer. I know I'm from Chicago. That is not Surf City, USA. I don't think too many surfers got their start playing in open fire hydrants, but I wanted to do it. Seemed like a fun job, man. You worked at the beach, girls walking around in bikinis. I checked the record books. I would have been the first black professional surfer. I would have been in the history books for breaking the color barrier. Right, like Jackie Robinson did in baseball, like Tiger Woods did in golf, like Larry Bird did in basketball. And have you ever watched those surf videos? It's like a dude in the middle of the ocean, it's like 30 feet waves and they cover him and he shoots out the end. I was like, I want to do that. Until I got in the ocean and realized I cannot ocean swim. I can swimming pool swim where you dive in, 3 strokes, you hold it on the side of the pool. I can do that. There's no side of the pool in the ocean. It's just shore, and shore is 787 strokes, I counted. I was the only surfer on my surfboard in the middle of the ocean with a plastic floaty around my waist and an oxygen tank. The other surfers like, that's not cool, bro. I was like, mind your business, bro, can't swim, shut up. But I like being a comedian, man. I get to travel, man. Like a month ago, I was in Italy, man, and I stayed like 4 days in Italy. But the crazy thing was, I ain't seen no black people in Italy. Right, about the 3rd day, I had to ask somebody. I was like, hey, man, where do the brothers hang out? They told me Africa, so. I was like, what bus do you take there? I don't. It's cool, man. I've been working on cruise ships, man, so I've been going to the Caribbean a lot, man. And I learned 2 things going to the Caribbean. First thing I learned, that the sun in the Caribbean is not the same sun in the United States. That sun down there is gangster. Second thing I learned is black people can get sunburned too. I did not know that. I've been black my whole life, never been sunburned. Right. Till one day I was laying out on the beach in Nassau. First of all, I had no reason to lay out on the beach. I was good. Did not need the extra sun. I saw people putting on sunblock and sunscreen. I was giggling like, I don't need that. White people, I feel your pain now. Right. Being sunburned is not a sexy feeling. See, at least you get an indicator, you turn red. I didn't turn red. My skin just started shining. I was like, ooh, I'm glistening, baby.
Hey, what's up? Thank you. Oh, God. I am not good with money or mics. Not good with money, man. I keep falling for scams. The biggest scam I fell for was college. It got me. Because I swear, in high school, I was up $40. I was up! Now I'm down 60 grand. And all my friends, hey, Nore, what was your major? Bankruptcy, that's my major. Bankruptcy. Shout out to the people that have a degree and a job that has nothing to do with it. Jokes are for you. Every professor I had was a hustler. A hustler, he said, you gotta get this book. It's $500. And we're only concentrating chapters 2, 4, and 6. And I'm the author. What? I'm a student, not your biggest fan. I every time. I went to a big institute. I transferred to a cheaper school. But one thing I'll tell you, you can't transfer credits because colleges act like two women that hate each other. I don't know that girl, I don't know her, I don't accept her credits. But I have a whole associates. You gonna start all over. The lady looked at me like I was spending Disney money at a strip club. You take Goofies? Goofies and Donalds, that's all they gave me. I went to a rough school in Brooklyn for college, and it was a real rough neighborhood. I went back there. It's real nice now because there's a lot of hipsters there. There's a lot of hipsters. I like the hipsters. They brought the crime down because I think black people don't know how to rob white people dressed like that. I think they just started laughing like, give me your money! Yo, dog, she has a top hat on. I can't do it, man. She look like the Mad Hatter, dude. Nah, baby, you good, girl. Go ahead. I like that hat. You got it. I like that hat. Go ahead. You didn't have to use my AK. It was nice times there, man. But majority of students move back in with their parents after college. We can't afford it. I tried to live on my own. I saved up all my money from high school and college, $1,300. I had it, it was mine. And I gave it to the landlord. Felt like a man. But he came back the next month and asked for the same price. I said, are you a drug dealer? What did you do with my $1,300? No, you have to pay every month. No, you gotta spread that out. Spread it out. That's at least 6 months. You want to give you $1,300 every month? Who generates $1,000 with no job in 30 days legit? $1,300 times 12, that's $32 billion. Not affording that, so I got 40 roommates. 40 of them. I have no room, I sleep on the wall. No room at all. I get no girls. Can't bring no girl. Where you sleep at? Right there. You sleep on the wall? No, girl, it's Inception. You gotta flip it. You be comfortable. Nobody gives us a manual when we growing up. We gotta figure this out for ourselves. It's hard. Don't ever go to the hospital with no insurance. I learned that the hard way. I had no insurance. I was in it for 3 days. I got out. I was good. They gave me my bill. My bill was $35,000. And they said it to me all nonchalant, like I was supposed to go, who do I make it out to? Do you take check, Visa? $35,000. Why didn't you stop me at $500? Where's the cap? Mr. Davis, you have $500. Oh, thank you, I gotta go. No, I'm going to Walgreens, I'll be good. Thank you. Yeah. Gets doctor's orders. Thank you! I spent a car in the hospital. That's a G35 fully loaded. I don't understand that. Why the hospital let me ball out of control? Like I was balling, like I was rich. Like my bed was made of a berry. The nurses had booty shorts. I was like, yeah, antibiotics for all my dudes. I got you. Let it fly, baby. Yo, baby, your chemo is on me. I got you. Don't worry about it. Write it off, baby. I got a tab here at the hospital. There's nothing, baby, while alive. Balled out at the hospital. So I'm just trying to decompress from life because it's so hard. That and all that, I'm just living with my pops, man. Living with my pops, and it's making me cry. It's like, there's two things in life that make me cry, man. Like, living from all that debt and Pixar movies. I'm done with those. Done with Pixar. I was watching the movie Up. I started crying as soon as it started. And the beginning of the movie. The beginning of the movie, the old man and his wife have a miscarriage, and then she dies. I'm like, what is going on in this cartoon? What's going on? When do cartoons have real life problems? I was never watching Looney Tunes and Elmer Fudd was like, yo, Bug, slow down. I'm trying to tell you, I'm bald because I got cancer. Bug's like, what is cancer, man? What's wrong with you? I'm Breaking Bad, I need your help. We need to go and make some meth carrots. That makes no sense to me. So I'm living with my dad now, the old man. My dad's a police officer. He's black, he's a cop, and I'm living with the po-po. I don't understand it. And he wants me to be a cop. I can't be no cop, you crazy? Especially he's a cop in New York City. I can't be a cop in New York. That's the only job you can accidentally get shot by your coworker. I don't want to be one of those victims, man. I'm walking down the street, off duty, minding my business. Pop, pop, pop! Hey, Jimmy! I work with you, man! Oh, I'm sorry, Nore, I'm sorry. The criminal is black, you were black, I had to shoot something. That happens, it's silly to me, it makes no sense, man. It don't happen in no other occupation. You never read a garbage man accidentally threw away another garbage man today. Reported as a friendly throwaway. Get in there! Oh, man! I work with you! I'm sorry, Nore, I'm sorry. The garbage is black. You were black. I was something like that. My name is Nore Davis, man. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yeah! Give it up for the first black man of the evening. Give it up for the first black man. Black History Month is over, though. It's over. So this is a MySpace crowd, right? This is a MySpace crowd. Don't be ashamed. I know y'all be on there looking to see how many friends each other got. So is there any MySpace hoes in here? Any MySpace hoes? I know the fellas know what I'm talking about. Y'all get that friend request and it says, Cinnamon wants to be your friend. And you look at the picture and she like this. You like, approved. But fellas, what if it was a dude? It was a man and it was like, Ed wants to be your friend. And he ain't got no shirt on and he like this. Denied. So ain't no holidays coming up soon. I'm happy for that, man. I hate the holidays. Hate holidays, man. Everybody in my family wants to come to my house. Like I'm the only one that's got a house. And everybody come too, man. My grandparents, my mother, my uncle, everybody come. And I done analyzed them all now. You know what I mean? My grandmother, very interesting. She kind of person, she think that everything is wonderful. So when you have a conversation with her, she's like, oh, guy, you gonna go down to the comedy club and tell a joke and make the people laugh? That's wonderful, guy. That's absolutely wonderful. What you gonna do after that? Well, I was gonna do the usual and go get drunk with my friends, Grandma. Oh, that's wonderful. Y'all gonna drink that Jägermeister? I love me some Jägermeister. Hey, 2 reasons you do not pass the Jägermeister to your grandmother. 1, you will not get the bottle back. And 2, you will not see her ass for a month. You know, Jägermeister like drinking oil straight. And my grandfather can't hear. You know what I mean? He's like 90 years old, so like the hearing is gone. So you can't have a normal conversation with him. You go to him, you're like, hey, Grandpa, Granny says she wants you to go down to Ralph's and get some wheat checks. Oh! You say your granny want me to go to a whole house and give her some cheap sex? Well, I'm gone. And whenever we have like a family function, he want to tell the old war stories, but the memory is fading too, so the story change every year. And he be going off, when I was in the Marines, after Pearl Harbor, I shot 5 Japanese with 1 bullet. Damn it, it's true. Ask your grandma if she was with me. And Grandma tries to bail him out. Oh, it was wonderful. We was in the foxhole. There was little Japaneses running everywhere. I tell her, you ain't got to lie to kick it, Grandma. And then my uncle comes, my Uncle Buster. And for those of you who know, there are some black men that still think it's 1975. So when he talk like, baby, play me like a mark, sucker, you dig, jive, turkey. I'm like, Uncle Buster, Starsky and Hutch was canceled. You can't take somebody like this nowhere, man. I took him to Kentucky Fried Chicken. It was his turn to order. He was like, let me get some neck bones with some extra gravy, baby. Show you right, baby. I'm like, Uncle Buster, they do not sell neck bones at Kentucky Fried Chicken. Embarrassed the hell out of me. The only cool thing about it is when the family come, they get to see my kids, right? I got 3 kids between the ages of 3 and 2. If you're a math genius, you already figured out the problem with that. The only good part about it is that my wife studied martial arts all her life. So child discipline is easy. Like when I'm at home and I'm watching by myself and they start messing up, I just tell them, you wait till your mama gets home. They know I'm not playing either because she comes home and I tell, baby, the kids, they tore up the furniture, they were messing up, they tore up the DVDs, and she's like, what? The kids are like, go to hell, daddy, you punk. Hate you, daddy, hate you. And if your wife knows martial arts, most men in here, you think you would never be afraid of your wife, right? But after argument, I have problems sleeping. Because I think she's going to do something crazy. But then I came to the realization that, you know, if you encounter somebody that knows martial arts, all you need is a gun. They approach you with that thing. Woo! Karate that. Marriage is good, though. But I ain't going to lie, I miss the single life. I'm sorry, I miss it. Is my wife in here? I miss it, man. Because I tried to date everybody. Like when I grew up in a Latino neighborhood, straight up, no crap. Yeah. I grew up in a Latino neighborhood. So I started dating, I dated the Latinas. Y'all get pregnant way too easy, boy. Didn't nobody tell me that, man. You shake a Latina hand, she get pregnant. You be, hey, how you doing, beautiful Latina? All of a sudden, a baby pop out. Papi! And a black dude would be like, it ain't mine. You gotta go on Maury Povich and take the test. They always want to take that test, but the baby look just like them. And then you got the black women. My mother was mad, so my mother was like, oh, what's wrong with you? You're supposed to be dating black women. So I did. Started dating black women. Dating black women like having a second job. You gotta pack a lunch, punch a clock. Black women demanding. You can make love to a black woman for 3 hours, and when it's over, she be like, is that all you got? Yes! Take your ass to sleep or make me a sandwich or something. All right, I'm Guy Groves. That's my time. Y'all enjoy the rest of the show.
What's up, Ice House? Make some noise. How y'all doing? Oh man, just came. Brother get up there, start laughing. What he gonna say? What he gonna do? Do we know OJ? He wrote that book. Just came back from Detroit. Detroit is rough. Detroit is so rough. I saw a black squirrel. The squirrel was dark as me. I'm driving. He walking through the street just hard with nuts in his mouth. Go around. I'm trying to cross the street. Oh, what you do? I'm gonna drop my nut. Detroit is hard. Yeah. I went to church. The pastor had a gun. The Lord said, if you don't put no money in it, I'm going to shoot you if you don't put no money in it. Meet me around the back, sister. Meet me around the back. hanging out in Detroit. I actually drove. I was driving. I went through Utah. Drove through Utah, and Utah is no place for a black man to drive through. I know that, but I was driving through, and the cop stopped me. I can tell he was racist. He had no reason to stop me. You know, he said, "I stopped you because your windows were tinted." I said, "My window was down." If I was sitting on that side, that window would have been tinted, man. Quit playing. And you know, when you ever drive and you get stopped by the cops, people always, they drive by real slow and they look at you like, "I'm glad it wasn't me," and they just pull off real fast. There was this one guy, he was a redneck, had a big gun rack on the top of his car, but he had a rainbow sticker on the back of his truck. If you gay and racist, you got issues. That's all I got to say. Looking at me like I got problems. No, you got problems. Holiday season is here. People visiting their families. Some people just don't like their families. Some people just don't like, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Some of y'all just, my family cannot do anything together. They try to play Monopoly and get crazy. Be up there just get mad, get drunk. Who bought the gas? Flip over the board, start bargaining. Who? You can loan me some money. You ain't got no money? Well, help a brother out. I pay you back. I gave you a drink last week and you gonna act like that. My other cousin, he walk in with Netflix. He happy. Check it out. I got Netflix. Who wanna watch a movie? I got Netflix. I said, man, you ain't even got a house. You homeless, man. How you know with Netflix and you ain't got no house? Don't worry about how I got it. I got the movie right here. My grandfather, he playing Monopoly drunk. He up there. Teeth just chattering. Getting drunk. And you know when people get drunk, they attitude changes the drop of a dime. You ever talk to somebody drunk, they just happy one moment. I can't believe she left me. Piss run down his leg. Get out the house, man. Get out the house. My cousin bringing Netflix. I got Netflix. I got a lot of Netflix. Y'all want to watch a movie? I got three of them. On Netflix. Then he put in King Kong. I saw King Kong for the first time, which is a good movie. King Kong, I like King Kong because the graphics is nice, but I realized the only thing you got to do to get a white woman to be big and black, because he didn't speak no English. And he was dragging a little white lady all through the water in the jungle. That would never happen with a black woman. Hold on, Kong. Hold on. You don't know me like that, Kong. No, hold on. No. I will cut you. You better take me out to dinner to Black Angus or something first. Quit playing, Kong. Quit playing. Messing up my perm. You better playing. I will cut you, Kong. You don't know me like that. Dragging me all through the water. I was out there, I was on the East Coast, I was hanging out, and I went in Walmart. I realized Walmart is big in the South and the East, like Midwest and the East. It's huge. But ladies, I gotta give you a piece of advice. Ladies, do not buy your underwear at Walmart. Don't ever do that. You gotta go to Victoria's Secret. Victoria's Secret is the best place because ladies love Victoria's Secret, right, ladies? Don't y'all love that? Is the best store. Because Walmart, your panties be irregular. You gotta wrap them around your waist. How does this look? Does this look okay? Does that look okay? I look all right, huh? Nah, baby, your toe is turning blue. You got Smurf toe. We can't make love. You got Smurf toe. I can't touch you. You look like Snuffleupagus. I don't know. Ooh. Not tonight. Getting kind of cold. I love it out here in LA to a certain degree. I'm from the Bay. I rep the Bay. I'm from Northern Cali. I'm from Motown. I'm from the Bay. People out here in LA are a little different than in Northern California. Northern California, you got real people, real. You do, you got real people. Everything out here is fake. Y'all know it's fake. You know what I saw that really bothered me? I saw an old woman with new breasts. You ever seen that? Breast implants just sitting high. She walking around, birds land on her. That's like putting Lamborghini rims on a Ford Taurus. You don't do that. Pinto seat covers on a Porsche. Spinners on a big wheel. You don't do that. You don't do that. We're doing all that.
Hi, look. Do I look okay?
No, you look like you're about to float away. You look like... Fake. Every woman out here is trying to be skinny. Don't be skinny. Eat a sandwich. Women talking to me looking like this.
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
I can see your clavicle.
Okay. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
Eat a sandwich. I'm tired of skinny women because I like a woman with meat. I'm not saying fat. I mean just like a little meat, because they carry snacks. Cheetos, ho-hos, ding-dongs, ring-a-dings. Annihilators. You go to the movie, she pull out a pastrami sandwich.
Here you go, honey. Here you go. Here you go.
Baby, I love you because you carry pastrami. I love you. Let's go watch King Kong and sit down.
I'm feeling good. I'm celebrating my 2-year wedding anniversary this month. Yeah, forget this side. They are not happy for me. They're not making any noise. I'm feeling good about it. I've been celebrating every day too, honey. After almost 2,000 men, I deserve it, daggone it. That was a long screening process, yes it was. Me and my husband, we got married at the Justice of Peace too, And I would never suggest that place to get married. It's just some stuff you are not supposed to hear on your wedding day, Like, next, or now serving, number C62, C62. I'm like, that is a fast food wedding if I ain't never heard of one, But I was so pressed to get married. I was like, yes, let me get a number 3 wedding combo with fries, supersize his penis, and upsize his career. Thank you so much. Did you say free refills on orgasms? I'll take it. It's a little lively section up in here. I love it. It's a lot of white people up in this joint. A lot of, only 2 black, 3, 4 black people. And I am so excited to see y'all. Sitting right up front too. Rosa Parks would be so proud of them if she was here. She went to jail so y'all can sit right there. You know that? I sit up front everywhere I go. Comedy show, doctor's office, even a police car. Daggone it. Like you gotta take me to jail in the front, daggone it. Yes, indeed. I just moved. I'm originally from New Orleans. I moved to New York to chase my dreams. My dreams been running fast as I don't know what in this town. Jesus Christ. People do stupid stuff everywhere. People take it to the next level in New York City, somebody busted the back windows out of my car and stole a Snapple and some Cheez-Its off the back seat. I can't even make up no jokes about that, Every time I think about it, I'm like, what in the hell would have happened to my car if I would have had some Popeyes on the back seat? I say, I gotta move from here. My family is not from the hood. We are from the high class, low income part of town. I'm not used to this nonsense right here. New York has a rat problem. Have you seen that too, huh? Have you seen it? No, because you haven't caught the train, sir. You would see it if you catch the train, or just walk outside to put anything in the trash. It's a severe rat problem. Not just in the trains too. I got a mouse in my apartment now. I'm putting down a trap for this half, and she putting down a trap for me, I'm looking behind the door like I'm gonna get some peanut butter for this wench. She looking back behind the door like I'm gonna get some chicken for this wench. I'll take these little chuckles. This table's so lively. They told me not to talk to the audience. I can't help myself. I just love y'all to death. I'm feeling real good. I'm feeling good. Me and my husband too. This is our 2nd week back on drugs. I mean, we've been having a great time. I'm telling you, every married couple should have a joint, and a glass of wine here and there every night, Yes, God, drugs in the house. And look, I'm so glad too. This is the person I'm supposed to be doing drugs with, my husband. Because I was on the dating scene, you be doing drugs with random guys on the dating scene. It gets a little crazy. I met some character. I met this one guy. So tall, so gorgeous. I really wanted to give it up the first night, just because I normally give it up the first night, But like right before I left him, I saw he had a cocaine nail. I'm like, cocaine? Like that's the wrong drug. I smoke weed. You know, weed is sexy and fun, right? That's two different highs, right? Like I'm somewhere ready to chill and get it on. You somewhere ready to stab me in the forehead and can't keep it up. So I'm like, we could never do drugs together, you know. And if we can't do drugs together, we don't have a future. Yes, like I met another man. Oh, he was so sexy. I thought he was gonna be the one. Then he told me one night he used to be a stripper, and I'm like, oh no, like that is something I could not deal with. A man as a stripper, because it's just a double standard. I think deep down inside, like every woman really wants to be a stripper, like so it's acceptable for us, right? We get said, look at her. Look, I ain't even said nothing. She already getting sexy right here, you know. It's natural for us to like bust out one of these at night, you know. Foul, boo. Right? It's natural. But, you know, when you think about a man ain't supposed to be wanting to do this right here. You know, this is not a manly move, you know. You don't want to catch your man out back by the trash can doing one of these. Reminiscing when his favorite song come on, you know. I'm like, something about your waist twisting. I can't trust you no more. I don't want to send you out to wash the car. I look out 15 minutes later, you got the hose up. Remember your old striptease. I'm like, I knew something was wrong when you was going out to mow the lawn greased up, daggone it. Like, I had me a Jamaican man, too. I'm like, I don't even know how we met. Who taught Jamaican men how to holler at women? Jesus Christ. We got a lot of them in New York. Who taught them how to... I'm walking down the street one day, this Jamaican man is like, baby girl, come sit right down here on this hot summer day and put me nuts on your back, make you feel nice. I was like, nuts on your back? Is that some sort of Jamaican secret? Like, let me know. That's like revert. Anyway, I had me a Muslim man too. Have you ever dated a Muslim man? Oh, that was the longest 15 minutes of my life. Jesus Christ. You can't do nothing with a Muslim man. You know that? None of that. Oh, none of this smiling right here, okay? Get that off your face. None of this cleavage. You can't wear no makeup, no toenail polish. You can't, no hair out, you know. You can't walk with your man. You can't talk. I thought I had signed up for female slavery, you know. Needless to say, I'm back with Christ now, doing all the sinning I want to, daggone it, and being forgiven, you know. Because Christianity, you know, you can pop some ecstasy on a weekend. You can go to orgies. The Lord be like, I already knew you was going to be doing that, baby. I forgive you anyway. Come on back. Come on back. The Lord would have loved me, too, if I was in biblical times, you know, because Jesus had love for the ex-whores, didn't he? Huh? If y'all not laughing, it's because you don't read your Bibles, daggone it. Jesus had love for the ex-whores. You know, remember Mary Magdalene, huh? Remember Ruth? Remember the Good Samaritan, the woman at the well? I'm like, girl, Jesus used to love hanging out with the ex-whores. Oh, my God. I would have had my own verse in the Bible, you know. Like Sister Dell of Nazareth, often met with thy Lord upon the mount, passing thy joint forth and back. I love it. I think I'm in a great relationship now because I was in a horrible relationship before, you know. You hook up with somebody too fast, you can make a bad decision, you know. My ex-boyfriend, I used to want to be nice, you know. I used to be like, I'm just glad I found a man to love me and take care of me, you know. And 3 weeks later, I'm in the kitchen like, I wish somebody shoot him in the head on the way home. God, he used to stress me out, you know. And he needed to get his priorities together, you know. He wanted me to grow my hair, get my feet done, lose some weight, you know. And he got herpes, you know. I'm like, when you plan on getting rid of that, huh? Well, I'm losing all the weight. Thank you so much. And he had one of those, he was a mama's boy. He had one of those mamas that used to make him think he was all that, you know, so that's how he treated me, you know. His mama gonna ask me one day, well, how did you manage to meet my son? I was like, oh, my self-esteem is low. That's how I managed to meet your son. Your son is actually the bottom of the barrel, you know. In fact, as soon as I finish this self-help book, I am out of here, Heather. Got like 13 more pages, and I am T.D. Jackson on your ass. We had problems in the bedroom, too, you know, because I love a man that looks good, but, oh, I cannot stand a man that think he look good. Isn't that the worst? God, he really thought I looked good. He looked good, too. He told me I should be able to get, you know, turned on just by looking at him one time before we did it, you know. Yeah, so, you know, I used to be bone dry on him, you know. Like, Right before we did it, I'd be in the room like, you know, my staff would be in the room like, like somebody give me some water, please. I love it though. I love y'all for coming out to this show. Y'all ready for the hurricane, huh? Are y'all ready? This is the time y'all pick to visit New York when there's a hurricane, huh? All the free concerts. Last week we had an earthquake, or earlier this week we had an earthquake, you know, and everybody was on Facebook talking about it. People still talking about the earthquake. They was like, you know, you gotta get your life right with God. And I'm like, that's not opportune for me right there. I'm just getting back on drugs. I plan on riding this out, you know. I plan on riding it out. Oh my God, my husband has kids, which I love to death. I don't have any kids. And I like normally like kids put a strain on a relationship, but like this time, like they are just like the best kids. And it's just such a contrast to my ex-boyfriend who had kids. I remember one of his, you know, my ex-boyfriend, him and the mother of his kids wanted me to help watch the kids on the weekends because both of them had to work. I was like, I'm on drugs, you know? I can't be wasting my good drug using time on your kids. I mean, is there a godparent I can call for you, you know? And to think I was gonna be a foster parent, oh my God. Like I am so glad they did not approve me for foster care. I was on my way to jail and didn't even realize it, you know, because foster kids, you know, you feel so sorry for them till you meet one, you know. And foster kids put me through hell. They, you know, they chased me around the house at night. They almost burned my house down. I gotta go looking for them at 3 o'clock in the morning. And God, I say, you know, they say kids are just like animals, and if that's true, some of them foster kids need to be put to sleep, you know. All right, I see y'all didn't take to the kid joke too well. I had a good time with y'all anyway. Thank y'all very much. God bless.
I had to kind of change what I was going to talk about tonight because when I got here, they told me not to make any jokes about UCLA football.
Go ahead.
No. They were afraid one of the players might be here, and I'd end up being the only guy hit all year. So decided to talk about something else. I'm from Indiana, which Big Ten country. Yeah. Just found out that Joe Paterno, Penn State coach, finally decided to retire, 84 years old. Turns out I just can't take a punch anymore, you know? Man. Yeah. But I had a tough time in school, though. College was rough because, from the time I was growing up, when I was a little kid, I had a speech impediment and a reading disability. That's not the funny part, man. No, when I was a kid, I was a mumbler and a stutterer. And so they actually, in grade school, they couldn't understand what I was saying, so they made me go to a speech therapist. They brought a speech therapist in. Of course, back in those days, they didn't have any black speech therapists. That's why I sound like this. You're getting on my nerves, man. Anyway. I had a reading disability, too. Of course, back in those days, they didn't even have a name for it. You were just stupid, you know. Found out I was dyslexic when I was 12 years old. When I was 21 years old. And they told me... But the bad part is when you had a reading disability, the school made you feel stupid because they automatically put you in the slow class, which upset me because I didn't even like football. It almost worked out though. I almost got a scholarship, but I blew it at the last minute because I learned how to read. And, yeah. So UCLA took back the offer. I played football, but I was better at track. I ran track, and I actually had a chance to go to the Olympics in '84, but I screwed up. I was one of the guys that got caught using performance-enhancing drugs. I tested positive for Viagra. I wasn't the fastest man in the world, but I had no trouble keeping up. If you know. Yeah, they knew something was wrong though, because I won every race by 6.5 inches. And, knocked over every hurdle. Boom, 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 boom. Worst part was having to ask for a bandage after every race. You know, kept getting splinters from the hurdles. You know, yeah, I had a bunch of little woodies. That's an Olympic term, little woodies. Okay. Finally, I did graduate finally. And first job I got out of college, I got hired as a pharmaceutical rep. And then I got busted. 5 years for that. No, actually I was. The first drug I sold was Prozac. Remember Prozac? And a lot of people get Prozac mixed up with drugs like Valium and Xanax, but it's different. Prozac's what's called an antidepressant. What that means, if you're clinically depressed, you take an antidepressant, and all it really does is lift your mood and allow you to feel normal again. Whatever normal is for you. Sometimes that's good, and sometimes you end up playing football at UCLA. Anyway. Yeah, my daughter called me before I came here tonight. And I don't know if your parents, but I never realized how tough a job, the hardest job in the world is being a parent and raising kids, you know. And my parents did great because they raised 6 kids and they didn't kill any of us. There were 6 of us. They could have killed 1. Nobody would have missed 1, you know. And I wasn't a bad kid. My father never had to hit me. It was just sort of a hobby. You know, like roughing me up a little bit. But he only hit me in public one time because his policeman saw him, took him down to the station, made him fill out an application. Apparently we have part of the police academy here tonight. And, if y'all see some police officers kicking my ass after the show, please don't call any more cops. All right? They know what they're doing, all right? Okay. And I don't want to make it sound like I'm saying the police are racist. I don't believe the police are racist. It's just that when they go to the shooting range, all the targets are black. They just have more practice shooting us, that's all. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. I was lucky though. My mother was a nurse, and you know, I almost died when I was 12 years old, and I wouldn't be here today if she hadn't quit choking me. As a nurse, she knows lips turn blue, you let go. Not everybody knows that. Anyway. And I had 4 brothers, and they kept me out of a lot of trouble. But I hated sharing a room with my oldest brother because he always got his way. He always got the best clothes. He always got to sleep, you know, up on top, which wasn't so bad after we got bunk beds. And anyway, I was watching CNN a couple of weeks ago, and they did this report on the tobacco industry and how it's changed over the years, how they used to lie about how addictive cigarettes were, And because they showed back in, I think it was in the 90s, the presidents of the tobacco companies testified in front of Congress. Now, under oath, back then they told Congress that nicotine was no more addictive than Twinkies. Yes, and because of that, Congress made Hostess come out with a patch, a little Twinkie patch. You wear it on your ding dong. Of course, women have to put them on their cupcakes, but be careful though, it might make it look like a ho-ho. All right. Hey, thank you very much. Thank you. Come on.